Heavily armed police and BDF were visible today in the Tibru Street area in Belize City as tensions have escalated following the homicidal violence that swept the city over the weekend. Several feet away, the family of 64-year-old Teresita Flowers sat along the zinc fence that surrounds her now empty house. The elderly woman and 17-year-old Adelcia Blanco were slain at gunpoint early on Saturday night. It happened shortly after 7 o'clock, just as they and two other minors were having supper. Blanco, we are told, was brushing her teeth by the door when a gunman ambushed them.
Police observed that Blanco had an apparent gunshot wound to the head, and Mr. Teresita had several gunshot wounds to the body. Also, police found several expanded shells by the door entrance and in the compound of the yard. What we have gathered so far is that the females were along with two other minors inside of the mobile house when suddenly somebody just opened the door and began firing at their direction.
A 16-year-old female was hit in her right bicep. A fourth person, a 13-year-old female minor, was in one of the rooms. She told her aunt Andrea Tucker what she heard.
My niece was in my room, and if my niece never heard what's going on and hear the shots there, and she decided to hide. She said, "Auntie, I hide good behind nothing." He said, "Auntie, maybe for me just run out there, I may get shot up too." He said, when I come out, when I think everything calm and I look out, he said, my granny on the ground. I said, and then she run out and have to help. Then the neighbors, they must have conscious well that my house they got shut up. My mother in there, you know.
How old is your niece?
My niece only 13 and mine now. The next two young ladies, they were get shot. Mama known them roughly for a month. Because my mother the type of person, if you call wrong, she couldn't know you. But if you call wrong and say, Mr. her grands, her moms, please have a plate of food and eat for morning, she can't get that for you.
So these other girls, they were staying here at the time?
They were just staying here with her. It's sad to say it, but just all four or all three get involved in innocent things when I don't know about. You understand? All because of my nephew.
Tucker first learned about her mother's murder from a neighbor as she was heading home that night. Her common-law husband then escorted her to the scene. But why was Flowers targeted? Police and even the family believe it was a retaliation for the shooting death of Bernadine Laureano on March 9. She and her children were also ambushed in her home by a gunman. Tucker says they know who the shooter was after.
It was my nephew. But my nephew never in the house at the time. My nephew looked like him I would have said walk out the yard, but I say the person I don't know if they never really sure who they may look for. And gunman just barge in for them. Lone ladies in the house. My mama a 3 little girl. It's a retaliation of the lady.
Miss Laureano.
Miss Laureano.
I have to ask, do you believe that your nephew was involved in that incident as well? Or people on the streets are saying?
People on the streets were saying he's involved. And we talked to him. He said he have nothing to do with it, but we all could say what he tell we can, maybe inside he know he have something to do with it. But we as the family, want to come out. So kids right away now come out and tell the truth.
Tucker's 17-year-old nephew is the son of her sister who was killed in 2016. He is in police custody since Sunday. Police say their suspect was shot and treated. He is alleging he was shot on Aloe Vera Street. But police say that another shooting happened after police processed the scene.
2 male persons went and fired shots at the same mobile house and to another house in the immediate area. Thereafter, the shooters, after being pursued by police, escaped on a boat on the river.
It really that was a rough time because 2001 we lose our brother Dwayne Lamont by incident, but that was stabbing incident, 2016 we lose our sister, my baby by gun violence. after the Christopher Martin show, she was shot up in the taxi. 2018, in March 17, 2018, we lose our mother again to gun violence. So it really they put what all power we. I wish them the best of luck. I have no grievance against them. For their own mind and conscience what eat them out. They know what they did. And they know the type of mother that granny in her mister, the person when they kill. They know if they come to my mom, they will get their satisfaction.
Dalila Kal, Love News.